These are all my thoughts and opinions based on public information out there. Please do your own research, and this is for entertainment purposes only. Luckily today we have no wind. Well, very, very little wind. So hopefully you'll be able to listen to what I say better. I repeat myself that this is for entertainment purposes only, and I hope we can all just have fun with it. It is such a nice day today. It's sunny, it's chilly, but it's sunny. Isn't that pretty, people? I thought I'd share this with you because I really like it. I really love sharing this with you. Beautiful people, one of the things that I've been asked the most in a lot of emails from you guys is why Meghan lies. And so publicly. So publicly. This woman is either mentally insane or a pathological liar, or she thinks it's perfectly okay to lie publicly, and she has no shame. Because you see, to lie like that, knowing that you will be called out and embarrassed in a worldwide scale, because given her husband's platform, access to a very worldly platform, you would think that she would think twice before putting her lies on paper. And yet she doesn't. And you wonder why. I wonder why. There's this famous woman. I don't know what her name is. I was trying to Google it, but I don't know if it's H or what. But I'm forgetting her name. Her family was she killed her daughter, but she was set free because in the United States she killed her 2-year-old little girl, and she lied and lied and lied, and somehow she managed to not be convicted. It's a big case. I want to say Jodi Arias, but I don't know. I can't remember her name. I don't think it's Jodi Arias. But I think you guys know who I'm talking about, that she went to trial and she was found innocent. They couldn't prove the case because the prosecution did it very badly. Now, the interesting part about this is that this woman, from a very young age, used to lie all the time. I think I mentioned her before in another video. She skipped high school, so she was told that she couldn't graduate because she had missed too many classes. And the parents, when they found out, because she had been lying to the parents as well, but when the parents found out that she had lied to them and that she was not going to graduate because she has missed too many classes, instead of punishing her, they still went to the graduation ceremony and lied to the people who were asking, why isn't she up on the there on the stand with everybody? And they say, oh no, there was a mismatch. There was an accident and her name wasn't included, but she is graduating. They even held a party at their house, and they even accepted all the gifts that people gave her for not graduating. So the parents were complicit on the lie. So what do you think? What message is this woman getting? I'm not excusing her killing her daughter. So with Meghan Markle, she has never, ever had any consequences to her lies. And these are just my thoughts and opinions. And I think that now that she's married Harry and the family has more power, she feels that she can lie even more without even less consequences, because nobody will want to call her out on her lies because of who her husband's family is and who the Queen is. And the Queen is allowing this. Remember when I told you that abusive people only escalate? Meghan Markle has been lying and lying and lying, and she has seen that the royal family cover up her lies. they make another alternate history or a story. You know what I mean? For example, and there are no consequences. Not only that, the royal family goes as far as bending protocol, laws, everything to support her lies. And I will ask you, this is not about being political or not political. This is, I wonder if Meghan Markle was lobbying on behalf of the Republican Party. I wonder if the royal family and Parliament would remain this silent. I asked this question outright. This is not anti-monarchy or anything, but it's a good question to ask. There's already been, when Meghan Markle, and before people go about, oh, she's an American citizen. I have no problem with her being an American citizen, but she's not using her American name, is she? Every interaction, every public appearance that she intervenes or lobbies for a political party, for a specific political party, is not done using her own name. It's using a royal title. She's not a British royal. I heard a lot of people say, oh, she's a British royal. She's not a British royal. She's an American woman married to a British royal, and she's using his British royal title. So, and the reason why she does that is because there are no specific rules on how or who can use royal titles. This is very much needed. I wouldn't have a problem if, as Meghan Markle, did she sign the letter as Meghan Markle? No, she didn't send that letter without a heading that says from the office of. She said the letter, she sent a letter with saying from the office of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. First of all, when you send a letter that it says from the office of, that is only official government agencies who can use that wording. For example, if you work for Apple and you send a letter to somebody, in the header, it would not say from the office of. It would only say Apple, blah, 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 and then you get your title and that's it. But because she's writing it and that wording implies that she's an official person in an official office in an official capacity. And she's allowed to do that. Now, she has been escalating because she sees, now that she's married to this powerful family, that they will cover up her lies and that people will hesitate before calling her out on it out of respect to the Queen. I adore the Queen, but she's allowing this to happen, and it's terrible. And don't you come at me saying, oh, the Queen is sick. No, that's another lie that Buckingham Palace did. They shouldn't have lied. When you lie, people wonder and you make people worried. They blatantly told a lie to all the reporters, saying that she canceled the trip and she was resting at Windsor, when that was not the case. She was at a hospital being tested. So what happened? And many of you are going to tell her she's entitled to her privacy. Absolutely, if she were a private individual. But she is the head of state of the UK and Commonwealth. We don't have to be told the exact details of her ailment. But if they had been just straightforward and say, you know what, the Queen is going to cancel this because on behalf, at the request of her medical team, she's going to go to the hospital and be tested for certain things. She's fine. So far, everything is okay. Then people would have said, okay, that happens. She's 95 years of age. Of course it can happen. She's been in the hospital before. But it's the lying of it that makes people wonder. So Buckingham Palace is also falling in a category of lying, just like Meghan Markle. Yes, they have been lying. They lied and covered up Meghan Markle's bullying. Now there's an investigation that they wish to keep private, which again helps Meghan Markle thinking that they're going to cover up for me. She went to trial, and there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that there was intervention from Buckingham Palace. This is why Judge Warby gave that summary judgment, which was against every principle in law at all lawful principles, without any. It didn't even meet the minimum requirements for him to issue that summary judgment. Yet he gave it in favor of Meghan Markle. What is that? What message is she getting from all these things? It's okay to lie. Continue doing it, because no matter what, we're going to keep covering up for you. So Meghan Markle now This is a woman who knows no shame. She has never known any shame. She drops people off. Mr. Markle lying again on Good Morning Britain. Lying again. When he says that Meghan Markle wasn't like that until she met Harry. Trevor Engelson is one of the people that comes to mind. Ninaki Pretty, her friend from childhood, among others, come to mind. So he should say this statement, she was never like that with me. That's the correct thing to say, that he had seen her do it to other people, but he never thought he'd do it to him. That's the better sentence to say. This is just my opinion. So Meghan Markle keeps lying because now she feels that she has a more powerful family. If she was able to lie before with no, if lying was easy for her before, publicly lying, writing, lying, everything was easy for her before, that she didn't have a powerful family covering up her lies and backing her nasty behavior. It's got much easier now. It is much easier now, people, because now the royal family does everything they can to cover up for her. Her lies, including those 2 children in the line of succession, without the correct proven documentation, given that now they know, they have known all along that Meghan Markle is a liar. They have known that things are not right, and yet they continue with it. But what do you guys think? This is why Meghan Markle lies. This is why, for her to write that letter and lie, because those were blatant lies, and people are calling her out right, left, and center. We have senators not writing to the UK ambassador and the US. We have senators that have written. Remember when she did that Kamala Harris voiceover when Kamala was doing things? Many of you have asked me, how do you know that she sent that letter at the request of the senators? I'm going to tell you, people, if you understand how things work, maybe you'll understand this. The senators, the Democratic senators, dated the letter October 19th. That letter was drafted at least 2 or 3 weeks prior to that. Okay, and then that letter is passed around among all these senators' staff and the senators for them to review to see if they agree with the wording of the letter before they all sign it. Okay, so there's changes made to the letter, there's amendments made to the letter. It takes about 2 to 3 weeks because everybody, it's not their priority. Now that bill for the pay leave, whatever, had been on the floor in the Senate for quite a few months. So these senators have been writing this letter to push it forward, to get, because it wasn't getting any traction or anything, right? So they write this letter, but don't think that they sat that day and wrote it. No, as I told you, somebody drafted that letter, and I'm pretty sure that the final letter resembles very little from the original draft, because they all have to put their 2 cents in, and they have to write. And then you have to, once everybody has agreed on it, then they send the letter, the final draft. It is a process. I have a friend of mine who works for one of those senators. And I'm not going to say if it's female or male, because I don't want to put this person out. I used to work with this person. We were not together, but, because of my job, I used to be in touch with this person's office a lot. And this person told me that they did contact Harry and Meghan Markle. Harry didn't want to put his name on it because they didn't think it was appropriate, but he did say that in order to lend his support, it should come from the office of both of them. So even though Harry didn't sign the letter, he lent his support by allowing the Duke of Sussex to be included as well, to give it value, because of course it's a British person who shouldn't be signing the letter. So Meghan is only signing it, but it's a ruse. It's all a lie. This is from the both of them. Okay, so for people to say, oh no, that Harry didn't do it, he did, and they were contacted. And the reason, if you look at the header of the letter, it's literally copy paste who it was addressed to. They didn't even try to make it differently, like different header, to Nancy Pelosi. It's identical, because, and for all of you, oh, maybe there's a format. No, You don't have to address it like that. They could have put it in different things. They could have said with copy at the bottom, carbon copy to Nancy Pelosi or whatever. But no, it was the same thing because it was copy paste, because they were giving the final draft of the letter for Meghan Markle and Harry, well, mostly Meghan, to write on that letter and get her idea. And then she put her Sizzler thing, which she's never been to Sizzler. So for all of you who keep telling me, how do you know? It's obvious. And what these people wanted was some publicity for that bill, because it's a positive bill, basically, that's been through, to detract from all the negative attention that the entire bill is getting, because it's ridiculous. That specific part, that petition that they're doing is part of a major bill that nobody wants to sign off on. So, and that's a way to detract attention. So Meghan Markle is allowed to do that, because has there been any reaction? And I ask you guys, has there been any reaction from the royal household, from Parliament, from Boris Johnson, from anybody? Absolutely not. And I wonder whether it is because Meghan Markle is advocating for a political party that they all agree on. It's just out there. But what is worse is that this is a clear message for Meghan Markle to continue lying. It's a green light to her to say, you know what, no matter if you claim that you had triplets and that your father killed you and you resuscitated, even if you put it in paper claiming it as true, we are still going to back you up. We're still going to allow that, even to the detriment of the royal household. Now, many of you have said to me, how come Meghan, they can't, Harry is a prince by birthright. It's not his birthright. That is not a birthright. A letters patent allows him to have those titles, and a letters patent can remove the titles. And many of you are confused, thinking that if they remove the titles, he won't be part of the family. Titles and family is completely different. It's completely different. He can have no titles. The Queen has an extensive family. Most of them don't have titles, but they're all related. Let's not go far. Peter Tyndall and Zara Phillips, they don't have any royal titles, but they're part of the family. So making Harry a private citizen, which is his wish, apparently, which is, again, another lie, because he loves saying that he's Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. He loves that. And Meghan Markle was fighting for more titles. I don't understand why the royal family continues to have them on the official royal website. It is not, I know people get confused because it's the British royal family, because it is a family occupying the throne. But doesn't mean that, it doesn't mean, but that is actually the head of state. It is a government office. It is a constitutional position. It is the head of state. It is. So people get confused, thinking that if you remove Harry's titles, you're removing him from the family. No. You're simply removing the titles, which can be done with a letters patent. If he wants to be a private citizen, God knows, give him that. Remove him from the royal family title, remove all his royal titles, all of it. Turn him into Henry Wells, Windsor Wells, whatever he wants to call himself. So Mrs. Markle or Mrs. Mountbatten Windsor can be fine. Because I think enough is enough. And this is why she lies. This is just my views. Why would she stop? Actually, it's not why she lies. It's why would she stop lying when it served her well? Why would you stop lying when you see that? You are rewarded for that, and your rewards are greater with every lie you tell? Of course not. That only encourages you. But what do you guys think? Let me know.